Hi guys, in this lesson I'd like to show you our new component from 1.3. We have a component that will allow you to search inside of the card sections as well as filter the cards. So what you have to do is use literally any of the card sections. For example, the one with 3 columns. I'm going to use this basic one. I'm going to unlink this instance of card section. And the most important thing here is that you need to place this search component inside of the container. So we have to have this card container here, and in the container, I'm going to place search. This is called LC for live component cards search. And you can place it anywhere you want in the container. So it can be nested, for example, in the wrapper here, no problem at all, but it has to be one of its parents, has to be this card container. In order for the search to work, we need to change some of the details of these cards. You can see that those are card components, and I don't need to unlink those because I can change them easily here. So let me give you a lesson of some really good Polish cuisine. So we have pierogi here. Then we're gonna proceed with kiełbasa. Kiełbasa is really good as well. And here we'll find something that's called kaszanka. I was wondering whether to put bigos here or kaszanka, but I really like kaszanka, and you might want to Google it. It's pretty gross, but it's really tasty. So here we have different things. Okay, but basically in pierogi body text, I can also say something like delicious, especially the ones with cabbage. Okay, I like the ones with cabbage. So yeah, you can try Russian ones. They're also pretty cool. But okay, so here we have different text, and we need to publish this this page. So we cannot really do it in the preview. Like it won't work in the preview, and it's intended. It's not a bug. It's a feature because this is a live component. It means that it's embedded in the code. We need a little code snippet that we host for you, and it won't work unless you publish. So once it's published, I'm going to show you in a second how it works. But apart from the search component, what we also can do is we can place here the component that will filter the elements as well. It needs to be in the container too. So I'm going to command E search for filter. And here we have our LC cards filter that we can place in here as well. And I'm going to show you that in a second. We can easily combine the search and the filter in one place. Now let's go ahead and preview this published website, and let's search for kiełbasa. Here we go. So you have kiełbasa that is now you have only one result, okay? And also that is highlighted in here. We can search for pierogi, we can search for lorem, and lorem is in the description. So this will basically search in the title and the description of this component. Now, okay, now that we know this, let me publish the website that is now with this filter. And how this filter works is, let me unlink the instance now. Okay, and what you'll notice on this form block is that we have this data SystemFlow cards filter set to 0. And this attribute is pretty critical. So by default, when it's set to 0, it will search in your labels. I have no labels here, so yeah, you'll have to add some taglines to it. So it won't really work. Now I'm going to check that out. Let me preview this, and let me try to filter. Oh no, I can't filter. There's nothing to filter. Why? Because those cards, they have no taglines. If I add some taglines, okay, that will work. But this is not something that we have right now. And something that we have is, for example, this title class. Okay, so let me quickly inspect this element, and there you have it. There is a heading, and it's inside of this card title, and there's a heading class. So what we can do is we can address this heading class. We don't really need to address the XS class, but we need to address this heading class, and it's inside of a card. This is pretty important too, that it's inside of the card container. And once you want to search for the specific things in the headings, you can adjust this filter, and the value for it would be card. And then we press spacebar and we go to the class called heading. And this will hopefully search for all the headings. So first it will get all the data, all the headings data from it, pierogi, kiełbasa, and kaszanka. and then it will put it as a dynamic filters that you can later on adjust. So let's hope for the best. Okay, let's see how it works and looks. Let's check our filters, and here we have all the things loaded. We have pierogi, kielbasa, and kaszanka, and we can obviously filter that. And we can also use Lorem to search within this filter. You can see that, okay, filter works on, and on top of that, we can perform a search. So this is pretty cool. Two things that we've implemented to cards. You can search or filter them, and you can filter for whatever class you want inside of this card element. For the search, it's pretty straightforward. You don't need to really change any of the parameters. You just put it inside of the card container. That's it. Thanks a lot, and see you in the next lesson.